welcome to our very first training, and thank you guys all for joining. We're going to have a lot more to come in the future, but we're excited to have you guys all here today. So today what we're going to do is go over the ultimate SaaS agency in a box snapshot. It's as you guys all know, it's a very comprehensive snapshot. So we're going to break down all of its capabilities from the minute a lead enters all the way to a sale being closed with you. And the best part about all of this is that you're going to learn how exactly the snapshot can work for you so that you don't have to. But first, I have a little surprise for you all, like we had announced before. So here it is. It's the lead magnet that we promised with a beautiful cover. And to go along with it, there's a complete sales funnel and a lot more. So let me just show you guys through that. So you're going to be getting two versions of the lead magnet, and it's a Word doc, so it's completely editable. You can change around the text as you'd like, but let me just pop one of them open. So this is the header image, and it's really eye-catching, attractive. It'll instantly capture people. And then it goes through 5 secrets within GHL that you can instantly enable to start seeing leads come in right away. So things like missed call text back, calendar integration, review and reputation management, automated lead nurture, and a website chat widget. So people are really going to enjoy reading this, and we'll see the value that your SaaS can provide through this. But we didn't want to just stop there. So with that lead magnet, there is a complete 3-step sales funnel that you can use this as your landing page. So when you come onto here, it's very attractive, eye-catching similarly. And then you scroll down, a little bit more information, another opt-in, and then you see all of the features and benefits that your SaaS can provide. So just wanted to walk you guys through this. When you press download now, it takes you to a second page where there is a one-time offer, and here you can sign up for a free trial. So that's another opportunity for them to engage with you a little bit further. When you sign up for the free trial, there's a pop-up where you can enter your information, select a plan, and complete that. But there's also this here. No, I'm fine. I don't want more sales and more vacation time. When you click that, it takes you to the thank you page, where we have another opportunity for your visitors to further engage with you. Here you can book a demo call, or your visitors can book a demo call with you to go ahead and learn a little bit more about your SaaS. So this sales funnel was very, very intentional in its strategy and design, because through the 3 steps, there are 3 different opportunities for a visitor to further engage with your business. All right, so let me go back here and share with you guys what's included. So you get a 9-page lead magnet that has 2 different versions, 7 social media posts, a 7-day email and SMS nurture, 4 cart abandoned emails, and the 3-step sales funnel, each with a strategic CTA in there. So we're super excited to get this out to all of you guys, and you'll be receiving this update. And lastly, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody on my team, because this was truly a group effort from design, writing, development. It takes a whole team to put this together. So I'm really, really grateful that at Extendly, we have a strong team with us. All right.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sharon. So everyone, if you guys haven't met, that was Sharon. She's the Director of Operations here at Extendly. And again, my name is Beant. Most of you guys know me, and I've chatted with almost every one of you on a one-to-one. So we're excited to share what Sharon just shared, the lead magnet that we had promised that was coming out. and it's finally here. We are not stopping there, though. We are going to be building out several more lead magnets in a similar manner, where we're studying what are some of the best performing lead capture methods, and we're bringing those to the platform for you guys to use to grab more lead captures, put them into your high-level funnel, into the snapshot, because that's really how they enter into the snapshot, right? You've got to drive traffic, and once you drive traffic, either to the landing page that we had originally built out and shared with you, or to this lead magnet that we've just built out. And similarly, there's more lead magnets being built that we're going to be sharing, and as well as additional landing pages that are being built that are going to come out over the next few months. And once they're there, now you've got an option to get people to start a trial, and as well as get people to opt in to the lead magnet of the one that you just saw. So when that happens, they've now entered your funnel in your high level. And that's when our snapshot really takes off. It starts the nurture campaigns from there. Sorry, I'm not sure what happened there, but let's fix that. Looks like it's now fixed. All right. Yeah, so that's where the snapshot takes off, where it's able to have your leads coming into the pipeline, have the automation begin, the lead nurture begin, any promotional offers go out from there as well. And now what I'm going to do is share my screen and walk you guys through that initial process there. Sharon, could you allow me to? All right, fantastic. Thank you. All right, you should all be able to see my screen now. Fantastic. So what you're looking at is the SaaS website that we've provided, and this has been customized by several of you to your own color scheme to fit your brand, with your own logos in there. And as some of you have even changed pictures here also, and as well as made updates to the content on here as well. So the initial steps of someone entering into this funnel is where so someone clicks on a trial of some sort. And in the most recent update, we also released a no trial version of this page as well. So those of you had asked that, hey, what if we don't want to offer a trial? So now there's that as well that you guys have received. So yeah, so you start with either a trial or a no trial. They're entering in their information, and they're being taken over to the plans that are available for them to purchase on this. Or they can click schedule a demo. And then if they're clicking schedule a demo, now they're being taken over to a calendar page where they can schedule a demo with you. Either or, we're interested in them coming in and entering into your high-level funnel so that they could start to be nurtured. Once that happens, there's actually a third call to action that we recently added on, which is request a call back. So when someone can click request a call back and fill in this information, what this widget does is it's actually taken from this company called CallPage.io. I've used this company at one of my other businesses, and we thought it would be great if we just built this right into it. So we did, and essentially it's the same concept. You're able to get a call back on your phone, or receive a notification that someone's on your website requesting a call back, and we're sending them a text message as well, letting them know that this is happening and that someone will be contacting you, and your phone is going to be ringing on the other side. And when you answer, it's going to say, hey, you've got so and so. It's going to say their name because we're capturing their name here. So in this case, it's going to say, hey, you've got Beyond saying requesting a call on your website. Please press 1 to connect now. So once you press 1, you're able to connect with Beyond, and now you're going to be able to speak directly to me. And since this is an immediate call to action, likely within the 60 seconds or so, or faster, you're able to connect with the person while they're engaged with your site, and either get them to get on a trial, get a demo going with you. So it's really a hot lead that's there, engaged with you right at that time. So that was a purpose of that. Now, I'm sure some of you guys got questions related to, hey, but what if this is happening after hours? Well, no problem. Because of HighLevel, we've been able to build out a workflow related to that as well. So if it does happen after hours, you're able to. I just lost that workflow in here. Anyways, if it does happen after hours, you are able to click on. Give me a second, guys. Gotta find this workflow. I was looking at the wrong one. Let me walk you guys through it. Fantastic. Here we go. So after hours could be adjusted right here, right? From the conditions with the time that we're putting in. You can say these are your hours, before hours, after hours. If the call is happening between those hours, it can say, hey, we're going to call you back shortly. But if it is after hours, now we can say, thanks for requesting a call. You've reached us after hours. We will be contacting you the next business day. And now the next business day, the sequence is set up to where it's 9:30 a.m. On a weekday. They're going to receive a text message saying, hey, you had requested a call from us over the weekend from our website. And we're going to be calling you here in just a couple of minutes. Then it's going to wait 2 minutes. There's going to be a call to you on your forwarding number from your Twilio, and then that call is going to notify you that you need to connect with them. Similarly, so someone had requested a call from you over the weekend, please press 1 to connect now. So that completes that initial call conversation if someone starts off from your website. Now, of course, we've got your general stuff in there, like the chat widget. So the chat widget is another way you should be utilizing this on your website. And we've helped connect most of you a chat widget on your SaaS website there so that you could capture leads into it. But so that's how lead is captured when they come into your landing page, either the SaaS website or the new lead magnet that we've provided. So once that happens, you've got nurture opportunity now. So a lead sometimes, and matter of fact, a lot of times, doesn't just close on its own. So we've got a short-term nurture and as well as a long-term nurture put in place in here. The short-term nurture is going to start with your 5 secrets lead magnet that we've implemented. There's going to be a sequence of 6 emails that are going to go out. The very first one is delivering the actual lead magnet to them. Then there are additional 5 that are going out that are talking about each one of the secrets after they're spaced out by 1 day. The reason we're doing that is because we want to maintain engagement with that person who is interested in your SaaS offering. If we maintain engagement with them, they're going to, one at a time, in a broken down method, learn more about what this product is, what this software does for their business, and now they will be likely excited to take action. And each one of the emails will have a call to action to either start a trial or book a demo, whichever one you prefer that to be. And then after that, they're going to enter into this lead nurture messaging campaign. There's a text messaging campaign and an email campaign as well. The one you're looking at is a 52-week nurture campaign through text messages. And these are messages that are going out on a more of a value-added educational series style, non-salesy messages, because we want the person receiving them to really engage with them, to open up those messages and actually read them. We're not trying to push a sale directly, although indirectly that's exactly what we're doing. So we want to show them the value of the software. We want to show them the features and how it can benefit them, so that they over time continue to receive messages. They don't opt out, and hopefully one day become a client and sign up. Now, we understand not everyone's going to become a client with the first message that goes out, or the second, or the third, or even the fourth or the fifth. You are going to see an increase when that happens. When messages start to trigger out, you're going to continue to maintain that engagement with them. That follow-up will stay in place, and your potential customers, prospects, will continue to read those messages and realize the value, book an appointment, or sign up for the software with you. So that's the whole concept around this entire snapshot that we've built here. So for example, that first message that's going out is saying there's a new tip, and it's going to say the name of your business or your software, right? The purpose of putting the name of the business there or the software is branding. We want someone to, your prospect, to think of you all the time, especially when they feel they have that need, or they have that pain point has arisen for them, and they're like, man, I really wish there was something related to this that I can take. And now we want that branding to be there, because if they should be able to think of you without even thinking that, yes, that's the software I need to get, that's the guy, that's the company that I need to sign up for, because they've been telling me all this time that they can solve this problem, and they've shown me much more than this just one problem that I'm having. So by receiving these messages, and similarly the emails as well. So here's the series of emails in here that they'll be receiving. So they'll be able to see, and these emails are designed as well, so there's nice graphics around them. You guys have seen that as well. Your brand continues to stay in front of them. And because of that, you've increased your chances, because there's no manual follow-up required. Follow-up's being done for you, which is something that all of us are guilty of not doing. Majority of the business owners in a sales on the sales cycle don't follow up appropriately to be able to close sales. I've seen it with my other businesses as well, where if you just followed up X amount of times, you're able to close. Now, we purposely went a whole year here, because if someone received a year's worth of content from us and they didn't sign up, likely they don't have a need, they're not going to sign up. But you can continue forward beyond that as well if you wanted to, by building additional workflows to continue beyond that. If you've noticed, there's a difference in when the email is received versus when the text message is received. We are doing a touch point on a weekly basis through email or text message, but they're sort of staggered. So emails start going out every 3 days, versus the first one goes out on a third day from them first entering in, and the text messages goes out 7 days. So a third, and then wait 4 days, they'll receive a text message. Then wait 3 days, they'll receive an email. Then wait 4 days, they'll receive a text message. And that flow will continue, and you'll continue to reach them either through email or through text message. So there's enough follow-up in place. And of course, this could be adjusted if you feel it's too much or too little. You could space out the timing appropriately to adjust to see what you feel is better for you. And I'm going to go over the emails just in case you guys haven't seen them. So those emails are here. Here are some of the newer ones that are added for the cart abandoned. So this is if someone basically came in here, entered in the information, but did not check out on the second step, didn't select a plan, didn't enter their credit card information, or changed their mind, or maybe their credit card failed, or whatever may have happened. Somehow they left and they didn't complete their sign up process. That's when these emails will start to trigger out for them. But the emails that I wanted to over here. So here's one of them. We figured out how to stop no-shows, catchy subject lines, and beautifully designed emails to showcase your branding. Of course, your logo goes here up on top automatically through the custom value setup. You may have seen that already. And then any sort of call to action you want here, which is generally to drive them back to your landing page so they can sign up or schedule a demo with you if they want to. So that's a bit about the emails. And of course, if you change any of this content in here, if you feel that you need to update the emails and you need to modify some of the content, maybe to better fit your tone of voice, you can easily do so in these emails. And these emails are also linked with the workflows. So if you notice, it says Z006 and then number 7. So that represents Z006 represents the workflow folder inside our workflows here. So here's that Z006 folder, and then there would be an email, which is email number 7 that we looked at. That would be in here. That would represent what that particular email is for. So similarly, you'll see, A102. That means A102 is the folder, and then it'll tell you which workflow and which number message is in there. And you can find that by going into email marketing. So anything that's designed on the builder is here, and then there's additional templates. Under the templates, here's how they are. Workflow number A102-1, that's the actual workflow inside that folder. SMS1, SMS10, 11, 12, so on, so forth, SMS2, and so on. So if you edited one of these messages, or if you feel you need to edit the message to say something different, you can come in here, edit the message right over here in the template section, type in whatever you like, hit the save button, and you don't have to go into the actual workflow to make those modifications. So if that message is applied in that workflow in that message, it will update automatically. Now, in the same scenario, if there's a particular message, maybe not one of these marketing messages, but if there's some sort of a confirmation message that is applied to multiple different stages of a workflow, but it's the same content of the message that is being utilized, if you updated that template here once, it would update in all of those workflows as well. So that's a little bit about the templates here. There's emails as well. Some of these emails are in the non-designed format that are here, so that they feel more natural, as if they're coming from a person instead of a sort of a marketing email that may be somewhat automated, right? So that's both of those there. Then there's trigger links. You guys might have seen the trigger links, and we've done something very cool with the trigger links here. We've added what we've called meeting status updates. So if you're using the Snapshot, and most of you guys are, and some of you guys still probably haven't received it because we've had a backlog with onboardings. But don't worry, you're going to get that very, very soon. But so if you're using the Snapshot, we've got meeting status updates. What this is doing is anytime you've got a scheduled meeting booked or a demo call booked, it's sending you a text message or an email at the time of the meeting, and it's asking you to update the status of that meeting. So here we're going to take a look at the demo schedule. So if someone scheduled a demo with you, they're going to come off of the scheduled demo calendar, and First, we're removing them from any potential workflows that they may be that are related to, cancels or no-shows or request a call. And then we're sending them the confirmation, adding them the appropriate tag, sending you a notification and notifying you as well. And then starting a reminder sequence to notify them that they've got an appointment coming up, a demo coming up with you. And then 10 minutes before, you're receiving another reminder saying, hey, you've got a demo call in 10 minutes. And so are they. Before I go into the meeting status update, I want to point out this 10-minute reminder. This has been extremely helpful for us to use internally. So this exact sequence is built for ourselves inside Extendly and my client-facing agency, Wahi Digital Marketing. And this has helped us tremendously lower the number of people that fail to show or just forget to show up to a call. So reminding them 10 minutes before just gives them enough time to say, shoot, I've got this, got to drop what I'm doing and focus on what's coming up next, which is a call, so that they can situate themselves. They have enough time to get in front of a computer or whatever to be able to get on that call with you. Then 2 minutes before, you're getting this automated call, which again can be enabled or disabled, but I've kept it enabled on our side, and it's helped me never be late on any of the meetings with my clients. And what's that? Why that is because my phone rings 2 minutes before the call, although I've received that 10-minute reminder as well. And it tells me, if I pick up the phone, it tells me, hey, you've got a call with so-and-so. So now I don't even have to go look for who the call is with. It's told me who the call is with. Either I can press 1 to connect with them if it's a phone call conversation, or it says hang up and join your Zoom meeting if it's an online meeting. So most of the time I hang up and I join the Zoom meeting so that I can be on time and never be late with my meeting. So that's been really, really helpful. Before then, especially in my other companies, I am definitely guilty of missing plenty of meetings and not be on time just because there weren't a reminder sequence of such nature in place. All right, so the update status. So what happens is you get this text message right at the time of your meeting, or you get an email through this. If you didn't want a text message, it could be changed over to an email as well. And what this does is it populates your customer's information for you. So it fills in the name, email, phone number, all of that automatically for you. And once all of that is there, it's asking you one simple question. The question is, what was the status of this meeting? So tell us what happened. Did they show up? Were they a no-show? What happened there? So we're looking at the demo meeting. I'm going to go ahead and open this form up with you so I can provide some visual along with it. Let's go ahead and go here. Fantastic. So tell us what happened. Show, no show, or is it completed? Does it require a reschedule? Whatever the case is, you can go ahead and do that. And if they purchased on the call with you, then go ahead and enter in, mark them as purchased. Enter in the value, or if they're not a good fit, mark them as that, so we can have the pipeline stages automated based on that. So based on the choices you've selected here, we've automated your pipeline stages, and now your pipeline is fully automated. You don't have to go in there ever and move a lead from point 1 to point 2 or stage 1 to stage 2. It's moving based on these update notifications you're receiving automatically, and or any sort of purchase notification if someone went online directly and into your funnel and purchased or signed up for a trial. So the pipeline is moving based on those. We didn't want anyone to be able to go in, not that we didn't want anyone to be able to, but we didn't want anyone spending time in organizing and moving the pieces in their pipeline stages. You should be able to go into a pipeline and at a glance see where your leads are. how close they are to your closing or you winning the deal with them, and focus on the ones that you need to maybe call, instead of spending time on organizing and moving them from stage 1 to stage 2 and constantly having to remember to do that, right? That's the whole purpose of high level and automation here. And we've taken that really seriously and found what are the ways how to eliminate all of this manual stuff and automate as much of that as possible. So everyone likes to see lead values. So if you just enter in the dollar amount here, it updates your pipeline value on the high level dashboard and shows you that this is how much value you have that you're working on. This could be like a $297 a month, or some people like to put in an annual lead value amount. So you can put in that multiplied by 10 or 12 in there. And then further, we've got internal notes. Internal notes are just for you, not sent to client. So you can type in anything you want. If you're not happy with that customer and you want to say something negative about them and keep it internal, this guy talks too much, and be sure to be quick with them next time, whatever it is that you want to put in here. Write those notes in. They're not sent to the client. They're internal only, and they're visible in the contacts page of your, in the conversations page. If you go over to the client, click on their name. Let me go ahead and ignore this. Click on their name under notes. They'll be visible right here for you. After that form has been submitted, the notes are going to show up right here for you. And then we've got a conversation recap notes. Conversation recap, just exactly what it sounds like. You're going to recap the conversation to your potential customer if you want to. And if you do, you can write out anything that you want in here. Hey, it was great talking to you. This is what we discussed. Point A, point B, point C. I'm going to do X, Y, Z, whatever the case is. Recap that conversation here so that they know you were listening, you were paying attention to their call, and you are a well communicator with them. Clients look for people that are good at communicating with them, and we want to make you a star at that. And now you've got another option right here. Finally, you can decide whether you actually want to send that conversation recap to them in an email, or you don't want to send that conversation recap to them. So if you clicked on yes, it's going to fire off an email, and there's a custom value for the conversation recap inside that email, and it's going to put in this conversation inside that email. But if you said no, then it's going to still fire off an email, a general email thanking them for joining the demo, but it's not going to include the conversation recap in there. Hope you guys really liked that feature that we built in here to make it more smoother and not have to constantly remember to follow up with them, or I'll send you this or I'll send you that. So that's a little bit of that, and let's go back over to some more of the automations here. So similarly, there's additional automations that are built in to help you save time with selling the product, so you can focus on selling instead of having to organize the system. So if you've now gotten to a point where you've had a demo call with them, they're in your nurture, and the last thing left is to close that sale. That sale can close at any time. It doesn't have to be on your first message or the second. It could happen 5 weeks, 10 weeks, even a year from now. But you don't have to worry about that, because the system's in place to do all of those automated follow-ups. Now, the next thing we're working on, and some of you guys saw this already because it was originally part of our initial launch, but we've got promotional offers that we are working on putting together. What the system will do here is, once this automation is finished, when a lead comes in and they haven't signed up, you can literally have holiday promotional offers based on these type of holidays, or you can add on additional type of holidays If it's that holiday, it will run them through here, trigger out the appropriate email. So if there's some sort of a discount that you want to offer, a Black Friday deal, a New Year's deal, all of that comes right. Is easy for you to just customize that email message, put in your deal, the percentage of discount or whatever that deal, however you want to structure that. It can fire off this trigger, and your follow-up and for your promotional offers is all automated from that point as well. What we're probably going to suggest once we finish and enable this for you guys to use is to initially set up all these offers inside your system. And then maybe they're the same for every one of them. Maybe it's a 20% off or whatever, for the first 3 months, or, first 3 months free, or whatever that offer is going to look like. So that it doesn't matter which stage that person is, whenever that holiday comes around or that date comes around, it can fire off that offer to them automatically, so that the system can work like a machine, a sales machine for you. Even while you're sleeping, even while you're away on holiday, you can have signups coming in and signing up without you having to think about, hey, what is that Memorial Day offer that I wanted to give out? What is that Easter offer that I want to plan? Once they're planned, you don't even have to touch it again. It'll continue to fire those off. All right, I know that's quite a bit that we covered here, and there's a lot more that we're building into this snapshot. There's one last touch point that I wanna kind of go over in this, and then we'll open it up to get more any questions answered from here. So you guys know that there's holiday messaging sequence as well. We're just waiting for HighLevel to finish off designing the workflow trigger that will make these work. So currently they're set to, just a birthday reminder, but this trigger actually doesn't function because they haven't set up a custom date. So if I go over to custom date reminder, so they haven't set up a filter unless it just shows up today. Nope. Yep. So they haven't. So they haven't set up a filter to allow us to select a month and or a day, so we can fire off this message based on that month and day. Now, this functionality exists inside triggers. The reason I'm bringing this up to you guys is because I need some of your help. I need us to reach out to Sean and or rest of the HighLevel team and point this out to them so they can do it. I've done it several times. I've been bugging them constantly about this because it's bothering me that this beautiful thing's built out and it's just not functional in there, and it was working inside triggers, and I'm not sure why they haven't brought over that functionality here inside workflows. But if I take you over to the triggers section, we have that same exact trigger built out, because originally we built most of our snapshots inside triggers. But let's go take a look. Here's Happy New Year's. Custom date reminder, month is January, day is 1, right? So this is the exact defined filter that we need inside the workflows so we can fire off those messages. And temporarily, if you do want to utilize these, activate the trigger here and attach that email into the campaign. The campaign's already selected, so you would need to go into the campaign, come down to the particular holiday message campaign, and all you really have to do is select the email template that we already have in there. So from the drop down menu here, you would select the New Year's one, just like this one's an Easter one, right? So you select the New Year's one, and you can activate this, and it can start to function. But it is temporarily not working inside workflows. So if we can, if anyone can reach out, that would be great. All right, that's all for the presentation here. Hopefully you guys have learned from this how to utilize this snapshot. There's definitely a lot more that I'm not able to cover just yet because the snapshot is fairly robust. But those are some major pieces that I wanted to showcase to you to be able to utilize this. And let me go ahead and open this up for questions. Sharon, could you take questions from the group, please? And if anyone wants to unmute themselves, of course, one at a time, and go ahead and ask a question, I'm happy to answer that.
All right, I see a question here from Sam, so we can just start it that way. Sam, would you like to ask your question, or do you want me to present it? So Sam's question was, how do we create the actual deal or offer for the SaaS?
Sorry, what's that again? How do we offer?
Yeah, how do you create the, how do you go about creating an offer for your SaaS?
Gotcha. So Sam, if in case you're referring to, okay, looks like Sam wants to jump in. So discounted holiday offers. Okay, got it. So discounted holiday offers, like I mentioned, that workflow isn't fully functional yet. We're working through it. We're putting that together to figure out what's the best way to present it to you guys so that it's just entering in some numbers to make that discounted holiday offer available. Now that requires some additional code on our side as well to figure out the functionality behind, how to provide a discount code or a coupon code of some sort, because that's not natively available within HighLevel yet. Although the functionality does exist, other people inside HighLevel have done that, solved that problem. So, but we're trying to figure out what's the best way to deliver that to you guys with least amount of customization and ease of access to make that functionality live. So bear with us while we figure that out, and we'll bring it to you guys shortly.
How can hey, this is Brett. I was just wondering, how can I add that create a support ticket to there in the marketplace?
This create a support ticket that you see on the site tab?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is something we did for ourselves, for my client-facing agency, Wahi Digital Marketing. And basically, this is a high-level form, customized and built inside here. And what it allows them to do is come in here, type in some of their information, and it does have sticky notes enabled. Sticky contact enabled, so it saves the majority of their information, like first name, last name, because people don't like to type in that over and over again. So, but yeah, it's a funnel with the form on there and a custom menu link in here with a workflow behind it that allows us to receive those notifications and respond to those customers.
Okay, and the marketplace, were you talking about adding that?
Yeah. So the marketplace, we're working on that as well. We're hoping to release this by Christmas. Basically, it is HighLevel has their own marketplace inside our agency side that all of us are able to see, but our clients don't have access to that. So we took this on a test drive with ourselves and kind of built it out here. So we designed a funnel page, and we're adding a back end to it to be able to manage your service offering that you're providing. And we've kind of gone ahead with this model right here. Why do you need this? When should you add this? So depending on what service it is, it'll have content related to that. And when they click on see all plans, it'll take them to another page where they can see multiple different plans you may have available for a website design, or multiple different plans you may have available for, logo design or review reputation management, whatever that concept will be. So that's coming out hopefully by Christmas. We're working hard at it to bring that live to you guys.
Awesome. And I just want to give you a huge shout out. I've seen the funnel today that you guys built for me through Extendedly. Wow. And I sent it over to the customer. They're so excited. Really.
You're welcome. All right. Any other questions that anyone else may want to ask? Sharon, do you have any other questions there that someone may have asked?
Yeah, David, he was asking if there is a way to track how many months each client has been subscribed and then see in the dashboard your overall retention rate.
Very nice. I don't think there is anything of that nature natively inside HighLevel just yet, but that would be a cool feature if it was available. I'm going to have my team think about that and see if there's a way for us to incorporate that. It would be nice if there was some sort of a way where it calculates the monthly payment being received. Actually, you know what? That's available. That's available on your agency dashboard. Once you're connected to Stripe on your agency dashboard side, those metrics are available, although they don't always function correctly, but that actually is available there. It shows you, I don't think it's integrated with PayPal, but it's integrated with Stripe. So any transactions that happen through Stripe are visible there. So that might be a place you want to take a look at. Sharon, next question.
Next question from Sam. If I build a SaaS website on WordPress, will I be able to integrate it smoothly?
If you build a SaaS website, yes, you can. So as long as you are utilizing the forms, the calendars, all of that on your website, and yes, you can certainly integrate it smoothly. It is not something that's going to be plug and play right out of the box, because of course you've got to build out that SaaS website on WordPress. But yes, you can utilize the entire functionality. If you guys have noticed, all of the websites that we built for our customers have primarily been on WordPress, including our own website. So this is completely, tied into HighLevel. All of our automation is done directly through here. So calendars, forms that we're using, those are the primary things that tie something like this into HighLevel. So yes, you most certainly do it.
All right. Clark Keller is asking, how do we get the lead magnet?
All right, so the lead magnet is going to be released to everyone on hopefully by Friday of next week. We are planning to potentially release that to a select few early next week. And if everything goes good there, then it'll be released to everyone by the Friday of next week. How you're going to get it is actually an update that we're going to put out with a link that will be sent to you. So you'll download the snapshot, just like you originally downloaded the snapshot from us. And there will be a video that'll accompany that download that'll tell you exactly which workflows, funnels, or triggers, or whatever forms needs to be added or updated in order for it to have that lead magnet functionality inside your snapshot.
Mark would like to ask, how can I create a product SaaS which only does the missed call text back? Would the same person also need a Twilio number, or can you do one from their existing number if ported to Twilio?
Yeah, Mark, so I'll answer your Twilio question first. Yes, they will need a Twilio number, whether that's a Twilio number that is connected to your main account, or that is something they own the Twilio, and if they port it into their own Twilio account, then you can connect using the API and SID and token. You can connect that to their account, but it does need to be in Twilio in order for it to function. And there isn't a way to provide just one function just yet. I've actually been wanting to do that internally for our clients as well. The idea we came up with was that, hey, let's allow maybe 3 top features, and let's allow someone to be able to select one of the 3 at a entry point, or maybe completely free of cost, as a just to get them used to the system, and then on the back end build upsell to the account to get them to upgrade it to the larger plans that are available. Now, we are still giving it more thought to how to make it possible on the SaaS mode side. As you guys know, the SaaS configurator does limit us from and does have some locked-in features that must be allowed in the first plan. So we're working our way out to see if that is something that we can build out.
All right. Brett would like to ask, would you suggest to niche down? For example, make a website for a specific industry like roofing?
Yes and no. So I've always, to the contrary belief, I've always been against, niching down. What I've always suggested to anyone who's talked to me about something of this is keep yourself open to small businesses in general. Just because you're a software company now, not only a marketing agency, so you can provide this software to almost any small business. And especially if you're a new agency or coming into this new and you're starting out, you don't know what you're going to be good at. You don't know if you're going to like the clientele that particular niche comes with. You don't know if you're going to like their behavior. You don't know if the software is going to work that well for them. So you don't want to limit yourself right out of the gate and say, hey, yes, I'm going to go for roofing, or I'm going to go for, XYZ style of industry, because you don't know what that relationship with them is going to be like. So, some clients are really easy to reach because that's the nature of their industry. And some clients are extremely difficult to reach because that's the nature of their industry. So your sales cycle might be longer in some of them and maybe extremely short in some of them as well. So until you've figured out what is it that you like, keep yourself open. It's almost like, someone's growing up, or my dad asking me when I was growing up, hey, what do you want to be? I had no clue. I was going to be a lawyer. And I was going to university to become a lawyer, but here I'm a business owner now. And so I had no idea what that looked like until I actually got into the real world and started doing this. So stay open, and then once you've gotten the taste of working with clients in the particular industries, now you can go ahead and modify and start niching down to figure out, okay, yes, I'm really good at working with roofers. They respond quick. They have a need of something like this in their industry. Let me provide a solution to them, right? So now you can modify your offering just for roofers, but at the same time, don't close off rest of the business to other general businesses. Keep that open as well. And you may have, you don't necessarily need to be niche down to just one niche. You can niche down to a couple of different niches as well. You could have, a painting company, a roofing company, another, a restaurant, dental practices, and lawyers, different types of businesses that you could be niched down to. Now, as you work with them, figure out what the exact processes are and get clear with the messaging that you're providing to them. All you got to do is add a landing page to your website that is talking only about roofers, and then another one that's talking only about lawyers, another one that's talking only about dental. And now you're in multiple niches and you're still niche down, yet you're not niche down. The benefit of that is, versus completely niching down to just one industry, is in case, let's say tomorrow there's another COVID pandemic or whatever you may have, world is not necessarily predictable, and an industry shuts down, just like restaurants took a huge loss. Anyone that was in restaurants went almost went out of business, whatever services that they were providing. Now, if you were only servicing restaurants, people are going to cancel your service. You're going to see a huge churn and you may be out. But if you were into other niches as well, now you can sustain your business. I hope that helps.
All right, thank you. I have another question here from Clark Keller. What would be the best way to have a commissioned salesperson keep their separate leads in the system?
So there is a permissions thing that you can enable that allows you to assign leads only to show only assigned users. So if you go into settings under my staff, And let's go ahead and edit mine right here. Let's go over to, nope, not user roles, user permissions. So you can enable only assigned data to them. So now they won't be able to see any leads that are not assigned to them, but they will be able to see any leads that is assigned to them. So if they're the way the leads get assigned, or if someone books a call with them, that lead will get assigned to them. Now they'll be able to see that lead inside their platform. All right, it looks like we're running out of time. So Sharon, we'll take a couple more questions here, last two, if you've got any, and then we'll stop.
All right, so I have one last one here from Sam. Did you mention a review generation funnel or workflow?
Absolutely. So there is a review generation workflow in here, and that is our Z004 workflow. So the way this functions is when a lead is marked 1, comes into here, or if you tag them as a request a review, it comes into here. Now we've added a fail-safe sort of wait period here, which I ask everyone to adjust on their own. It's currently set to 35 days, which is about 5 weeks. Some people want to ask a review a day after they've signed up, and some people want to wait and see how they're experiencing, what their experience is with the software, and then ask them after that, when they've actually gotten to dig deep into it and get a better understanding of it. So feel free to change this as you will, but essentially the idea here is you're asking them for a review. You know, did we deliver a 5-star experience to you? And then wait, you're asking for the similar thing is, again, if they don't respond to the first one, then these will trigger out. If they do respond, then they'll be removed from this workflow. The response we're looking for is a yes or a no. If they respond with yes, then they'll go into the positive experience workflow, which will say, great, thank you, and here's a review link, give us a review here. And then if they respond with no, then we're telling them, sorry, tell us what happened, we'll reach out to you. At the same time, now we're creating a task and notifying you that you've had a negative experience from this person. And then we're removing them from some of the other, we're tagging them as a negative experience as well, and removing them from any sort of referral messages that we may have. We're asking them to leave us any sort of review at that time to mitigate the negative experience review from showing up on your social sites. All right, any other questions that there may be? Otherwise, thank you everyone for joining this very first training of ours. I hope this was helpful, and most of you guys are in our Slack support channel as well. So don't hesitate to bug my team, ask any questions in there, and we'll continue to support and we'll continue to build this SaaS agency in a box snapshot and provide you with more updates over the months and years to come. So thank you everyone for joining, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.